Just throw some grenades into the scene and make sure that it explodes and takes everyone with it. Manipulation happens every day, whether you want to admit it or not. We always do some small things in order to get our will through. We manipulate so we can gain power. So, if you would like to explore more options on how to manipulate people in the best possible way, this video is for you.
1. The constant victim. This kind of individual will always find a way to end up as the victim in their relationships.
Well, this one sounds like something that we are very good at in 21st century. It's easier to assume victimhood in order to make others to feel guilt. And in that sense, you can gain the upper hand and make sure that your demands are fulfilled. I mean, why not? Power by all means, right?
2. The One-upsmanship Expert. This person uses put-downs, snide remarks, and criticisms to show that they're superior and know much more than you.
Isn't it what we call being a bigot? Someone who is very insecure, and in order to elevate themselves, they put others down. It's easier to climb up yourself, right? Nevertheless, that tactic works. And if you find an easy prey, you know what to do. You can hone that skill by getting some knowledge about a lot of things. And as soon as the opportunity presents itself, you make sure to put others down and show them who is the superior one.
3. Powerful dependents. Powerful dependents pretend to be weak and powerless, then use their helplessness to dominate relationships. That is, they send the subtle message, "You must not let me down."
This is what we call being clingy, which is very prevalent in intimate relationships, where you cling on to your partner and make sure that they don't leave you by any means. Just make sure to put extra emphasis on your vulnerability, playing into your prey's will to take care of you, or make sure that nothing bad happens to you. And every time you feel that you are losing the power, just turn up the notch and push it even harder.
4. Triangulators. These people always try to get others on their side. They're quick to say nasty things and put you down. They separate good friends and drive wedges in between families.
This trick can be compared to appeal to authority fallacy, making sure that you win the argument not by your intelligence, but by getting the public's approval. This form of manipulation can be observed in political debates, when instead of presenting their stance of different policies, politicians make sure that they win the hearts of the audiences. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, it matters how you present your stance. And of course, to make it more believable, make it extra dramatic, it's all about emotions.
5. The blasters. They blast you with their anger or suddenly blow up. That stops you from asking questions, in case there's a showdown.
This can be compared to a dog who is cornered and afraid for its life. When you feel that you're losing the control, there's a very good option to switch the tide. Just throw some grenades into the scene and make sure that it explodes and takes everyone with it, causing a lot of drama by making sure that explosion of your emotions cannot be unnoticed, where it freezes the time and gathers everyone's attention. There's no doubt about it. You will come on top. Also, a couple of tears will help your cause.
6. The projector. The projector thinks they're perfect and that others have all the flaws. They take no ownership because they're never, ever wrong.
You cannot lose an argument. Whenever you are having a debate, make sure that you are on a driving seat. You won't lose as long as you are not wrong. And that goes to apologizing for your wrongdoings, which is the biggest mistake one can do in an argument. And after some time, your peers will grant you authority because you're always right.
7. The deliberate misinterpreter. This person seems nice, but they twist and use your words. This person spreads misinformation and misinterprets you, deliberately presenting you in a false, negative way.
This is a perfect example of the debate that Jordan Peterson had with Kathy Newman. So you're saying...
You've said, so you're saying that...
No, I'm not saying that.
You're just
That's
saying
murderous.
things, you're saying it.
And I actually haven't said that.
You're saying that, so you're
I
not
can
going to say
seriously-
what you're saying.
And
So
so
you're
does
saying,
emotion.
you're saying that women aren't intelligent enough to run these top companies?
No.
Her mistake was going overboard with this tactic. She was using it constantly for others to not notice her manipulation. So I would suggest to be very sparing with your misinterpretation of others. You have to be very sneaky. Walls are watching you. This one goes great with divide and conquer strategy. So use it wisely.
8. The flirt. This person uses flirting to get their way in life. They want to be admired and have an audience. However, Your needs and interests are of no concern to them.
It's like being a great customer service provider, always being nice and cordial and gentle, saying hi, smiling, giving some compliments, making sure that everyone loves you. Of all previous manipulation tactics, I would say that this one falls naturally to human beings, at least for those who are working with other humans. Make sure that what you're doing is praised by others. To take it to the next level, gifts might come in handy.
9. The Iron Fist. The Iron Fist uses intimidation to throw their weight around, use you for their ends, and get their way in life.
Fear is one of those emotions that dictate our decision making. It's the part of our nature that drives most of our development. What we choose to work with, who we choose to associate with, or in plain and simple, the core of our survival mechanism. So if you think that you are losing your battle, you can always give a hint of some accident that could happen, but make sure that you are very subtle and that your words are up to interpretation.
10. The Multiple Offender. This person uses several of the techniques we've described, and they'll often switch between the methods depending on what suits their purposes.
This is where you go Super Saiyan, using all the techniques at hand and making sure that you accomplish your set goals. Alright, I hope you realize that I'm not serious, and this was a mere demonstration of how psychopath functions. This video is for you to recognize different manipulators that surround you and make sure that you don't fall prey to their agendas. Although I will admit, as I said in the beginning, that we all manipulate to some degree, each and every day. The trick here is to recognize it, be self-aware, and make sure that no one pays for the consequences of your actions. Do you want to know more about manipulation? A great video to start. But for now, Hossein, out.